Hello, my angels and devils. I do look like a right royal mess. Only could happen to me. Had an accident with a bottle of drink. I was making up some gingerberry blaster, as I do, which is just cheap ass mineral water, Budrum ginger refresher cordial, and some frozen raspberries. And the whole thing, I was stupid, my fault, leaning against the fridge. The whole thing exploded up at me, and I got all drenched. This side, I think. This side. I can't even remember what side, but it was hilarious. And one of those things that really only sort of seems to happen to me at odd times. So, if you're watching this, you will have seen Further Tales of a Vanishing Man. I'm ending it here. This is the finale. There will be no more. Whether he stays subscribed, whether he unsubscribes, whether he tries to bait me in other ways to talk to him, there is nothing else. The tale is done. It is ended. And I wanted to talk to you a bit about why I told this tale and why I have been so transparently honest with this tale. I have Facebook messages and I have Twitter messages to back up my case. So just so you know, I don't need to lie. I don't need to tell tales out of school. I don't need to BS to get views or subscribers to my channel, because I know the people that are here genuinely want to be here, want to listen to what I have to say, or like at least one aspect of my channel enough to subscribe. I told this story, it's not even a story, I told this whole saga, the whole drama, everything, warts and all, because it doesn't paint me in the best light. It paints me as very gullible and far too trusting, and I get that. This doesn't make me look like the best person either. The reason I shared this is if this saves one person, one woman, one man from someone who looks at this and then goes to someone who wants to treat them the same way and says, no, I am worth more than that. I know I am worth more than that. Then sharing my foolishness is worth it to me. And the reason I say that is because, in all honesty, I would not wish anyone to go through these things, to have their emotions played with, to be treated like they're a toy, to be picked up and put down at will, at whim, just because they're fat, or because they're different, or perhaps because they don't have the highest self-esteem. I do have high self-esteem, which is why I never met up with this person again, which is why I often said no. And anytime I sort of let him back in, I was very honest about how I didn't like his behaviour, and that kind of pissed him off and would, send him scurrying for the next SSBBW or next person on his list. I don't know how true that is. Actually, I do know at least one or two people this happens to. I can say that in complete honesty. I just don't have the patience for people, for doing this, for this whole drama cycle. There's no point to it. And the saddest part is, this is someone who at their heart is very lonely and just wants to be with someone. But they're clueless as to the impact they have on people and how what they do really hurts people. And that's never going to change. That was made abundantly apparent through the Facebook posts. It's been made abundantly apparent in other ways that I am just a nothing to this person, and I'm happy to stay a nothing to this person. I won't be looking at my webcam and thinking, oh, I got it from this person. Wow, I have my webcam. One day I hope to replace my webcam, because you know what? No, because in a lot of ways, through the emotional upheaval and everything else, I kind of earned this webcam. And I'm not going to look at, I picked it, I chose it. The only thing he did was fund it. It's just money. It's easy enough to throw money at something thinking that it can fix things, but it never does. Trust, faith, those things don't restore themselves in 5 seconds, and nor will they ever. I don't hold any, I just want everyone to know, because I know my rant before was quite angry and quite frustrated and annoyed, and I was fired up. But I don't hate this person. I don't wish them any malice or any harm, as strange as that may seem to you. I never do. Thank you for the lessons. Thank you for reminding me that you will never change and you will never grow up and you will always be a man-child trying to find something, because until you find it within yourself, you will never find it in the outside world. Thank you for reminding me that true happiness comes from within. And thank you for reminding me that sometimes a door, when shut, should be frickin' well brick-walled up, drywalled over, putting some steel reinforcement sheets in there, and then another brick wall and another door, and just keep going until there's no way out of that sucker. Thank you for reminding me that sometimes you just have to do that. Sometimes you just have to brick wall something off and say, you know what, I've done all I could here, I've helped all I can, I've tried as many times as I can handle, but I do not deserve to be treated like I am nothing or a nothing. The words I was given on Twitter were, I have treated you like you were a nothing. Well, guess what? You've continued to do that. So congratulations, because you're one of the very, very few people who's ever been able to get away with doing that repeatedly. And it will not happen again. So this is the end of the tale. The end of the tale is me making a choice. And that choice is, I'm not going to live with bitterness and anger. I'm not going to look at my beautiful new web camera and think of this person. I'm going to think about the fact that I have an amazing community of people who are embracing what I do, who don't think it's just BS, or who aren't just watching for cheap thrills or whatever. You know, I know there are some people that do watch just because I'm an SSBBW and they like looking at SSBBWs. That's fine. But I actually am really proud of the community we are creating here, that there's more of you commenting, there's people interacting more. Georgia did a video. She hadn't done one before. And that is so amazing. I love that. I love seeing that my videos are inspiring other people to do other things, and that really, really touches me. And it's not just that, it's really fun to hear people's stories and to get to know people and to have that. So I am so, so grateful for that. I can't begrudge this one thing because of just a crummy person. People do things for crummy reasons all the time. I can choose not to look at the crummy reason and look at the amazing gift that I have. And that is that I get to do better quality videos. And hopefully my antihistamines will come soon and I'll be able to actually do some of the videos I have planned. Because I have quite a few things that don't involve me lying in bed. So, as I said, I just really wanted to do this as a wrap-up. This is what's been going on. This is... You've seen, the first two videos, I would assume, if you're watching this. And this is it. This is the end of the tale, the end of the saga. There will be no more on this. It's closed. As far as I'm concerned, it's closed. It's done. It's dusted. As much as I'd love to say, go for broke in the comments and say what you think about this whole story, honestly, it's not worth wasting your energy on either. I've wasted too much time and energy on this. Even I lost an afternoon in frustration and anger to this, and that's ridiculous. That is crazy to give someone that much power. As she says at the end of the labyrinth, you have no power over me. You don't. I even laugh at how ridiculously fired up I got. I'm a storm in a teacup. I get over things very quickly, but the thing is, I have more than learnt my lesson. More than. So I just wanted to put that out there, that this is the end of the tale, and as I've said before, and I will say it again, this is here, it's staying here, it's not going anywhere. I don't name and shame this person in these videos. They know who they are, and as far as I'm concerned, that's enough. But if it stops one person, or one person's looking at someone else's behaviour and going, well, I'm being treated this way, and I'm seeing this pattern in my life, and it stops them and it says, hang on, no, and they say, hang on, no, that is not good enough. I am worth more. It's worth the humiliation. It's worth every little bit of what I went through to help, to make sure that someone else doesn't go through that. And that is honestly, that is the goal here, was just to tell the story. And because I had to explain in the first video where the story with the whole story with the fan funding and the fact that I'm sort of iffy on it and things like that, yeah. So that's it. The end of the tale. The end. There isn't any more, as they would say in Madeline. I love Madeline. Madeline, Madeline, though she's very small, inside she's tall. I am such a child. But I admit that freely. I embrace all aspects of who I am, and I'm quite comfortable in that, so that's all good. I will talk to you all soon. I'm about to have some dinner, and hopefully I started watching, oh, now I can't think, a crafty mummy crafts a lot, had some tutorials for bows, and I'm trying to get the hang of one of them. So yeah, you'll see the other bows in the other video, but yes, this is just a quick little update on what's been happening in terms of that, and a closure, a full circle moment for us all. So let's move on to happier and better things, because that is what life is about. We have our ups, we have our downs, and we learn, we grow, and hopefully we learn our lessons well and do not go backwards into having to relearn them. Knock self on head. If you're not one of my already amazing, incredible, wonderful subscribers, please hit that subscribe button. It truly means the world to me, and there are some truly remarkable people here who you should get to know, and whose channels you should get to know, that is for sure. I will do some shout outs and stuff, I think, soon. And if you liked this video and you liked the cautionary tale of a vanishing man, please click that like button. If you've got anything else you want to add to this, just comment away below. I'm going to try and post these really close together so that it makes more sense to have both these videos together, and I will talk to you all very, very soon, my angels and devils. Till next we meet on life's journey, remember, you are worth so much more than you could ever know.